Hey guys, I'll show you the screen soon. I'm just looking for one of there was this one shifting debunking shifting video which actually my video was in, and I'd love to react to that. I just have to find it. So bear with me. But yeah, but I'll turn the screen on in a second, so bear with me, please. Anyway, okay, I already have my video. Um, God damn it, there was this one girl. I remember she used my face in, like, as a debunking shifting thing, I guess. I just can't seem to find her. I rushed here right as I saw the notification. Good, because this is gonna be good, okay? This is gonna be a good one. Anyway, I'll show you my camera now. Hi! Oh, isn't it too loud? Wait, I'll turn the volume down a bit, and I'll turn the desktop audio. Hopefully you can hear it. Okay. Anyway, I'll I've I was like, I've got to see this. I've got to see this. Thank you for saying I'm really pretty. I'm trying to turn on, so we can only like see. Oh, this. Yeah, that was exactly what I was looking for. I'm a bit unprepared, so sorry for that. I have my alerts here, and I just need to add my camera in. Yeah, I'm a bit unprepared. Sorry. Okay, this should work. Hi! Yeah, I think this is gonna be good. Okay, well, I think we're gonna start with the odds one out video. Odds ones out video. I think I'm saying this right. Because this is the most ridiculous one, and I have watched this, but I'm gonna react to it again. And I have one more video prepared here. I also watched this, and I was hoping to watch the video where my video is actually included, but yeah. Anyway, we'll see if the desktop audio works. I've seen Odds Ones Out video. I've seen this. Oh my god, I stopped watching James directly after I watched it. Yeah, because he hasn't done any like any research on this topic whatsoever, and he just made a video because it was trending. Like,
I understand that there are things that I don't understand. For example, theoretical physics, or how to make friends. But I do know that the world is not flat, that vaccines work, and listening to people tell me otherwise is admittedly a guilty pleasure of mine. Whether it's conspiracy theories or horoscopes, I love watching people pour their heart into something they genuinely believe in, only for me to go, I disagree. But please, continue. There are some beliefs that I don't agree with, but are absolutely fine to believe in, like thinking bucket hats look good on someone. But I
okay.
think we can all agree that some beliefs can be incredibly damaging to a person, or even humanity as a whole.
Yeah.
Like the anti-vaxxers. Or racists. So I
Yeah.
discovered a new trend, and I'm not sure if it's just kids being kids or a mentally damaging belief system, but I'm still gonna talk about it and explain to my audience the importance of critical thinking and to notice the red flags and dangerous beliefs. So
All right.
what am I talking about? I unfortunately fell down a rabbit hole and discovered a community of mostly kids on a phone application called TikTok doing something called reality shifting. This, by the way, is not a small community of like 20 people.
Yeah, it's not.
There are amino groups with thousands of members, videos with hundreds of thousands of views, and they have their own acronyms. OMG. Reality shifting stems from the belief in parallel universes.
Yeah.
Which, I gotta be honest, I'm not completely sold on that idea to begin with. You say that Schrodinger's cat is both alive and dead, but cats have 9 lives, so are 4.5 cats dead? How is a cat half dead? Either way, someone supposedly very smart has said that every decision you've ever made...
I gotta talk and not just smile at this, but to this point, I've agreed with everything he said. Like, what am I supposed to say? Like,
has caused the universe to copy itself and create a new reality where you made the different decision. I had
Well, let me.
universe to copy itself and
Wait,
create
wait, wait.
art dead? How is a cat half dead? Either way, someone supposedly very smart has said that every decision you've ever made has caused the universe to copy itself and create a new reality where you made the different decision.
Well, actually, you're not creating a new reality. This is the belief that, let's say you have, like in a video, you have multiple frames per second, and when you choose a different belief, it's like you're choosing a different frame. The frame of the video already exists. You're just choosing a different one. So it's not really that the universe is kind of copying itself and, creating a new reality. The reality was there to begin with. You just kind of shifted yourself there, and there, not the reality was created, but you shifted yourself to the reality. Yeah. Um, mentally damaging and the red flags. Oh, I'm sorry. I just saw when I laugh, it's too loud, but the reality already exists. You just gotta choose which reality to be in, Like earlier, I could have chosen cereal, but instead I chose grilled cheese instead. Yeah, like that's why I think he hasn't done any research because, like, that's the fundamental belief that they have. Well, you believe in parallel universes, and even if you don't believe in shifting, and you believe in parallel universes, you know that it's not creating a reality that you're that you're shifting to the reality basically. Okay.
I had cereal for breakfast this morning, but somewhere there's a reality where I ate my hamster for breakfast. Does that mean I create a new universe every time I
No.
scratch my butt? And
No.
somewhere there's a James with better manners? So times that by 8 billion people making decisions every day, plus the decisions made by like dogs and jellyfish, right? Those count, I think. And we get roughly infinity total realities. If
Yeah.
you've seen Endgame, you know what I'm talking about. The reality shifting community says that since there are infinite realities, then there's a reality where GameStop stock is incredibly low, or that COVID didn't happen. Or perhaps there's even a reality out there where Hogwarts is real and a messenger owl just dropped off your acceptance letter.
Like, even if you don't believe in shifting, there is no reason to hate on teenagers for doing it. Plus, there is literally grandparents and adults doing it who have succeeded. I agree. Like, if this video wasn't as hateful as it is, I would have been like, fine, like, believe in what you want to believe. But I think later on, he just totally hates kids. Like, he just drops bombs on the kids and is mean to them. So, like, you know, maybe I don't believe that teens or kids should shift, like preteens should shift, but at the same time, I don't believe in hating them off of the internet. Like,
And through the right meditation, you can transfer your consciousness from your current reality, your CR for short, to your Hogwarts desired reality, your DR. And for some gosh darn reason, Hogwarts is the #1 shiftable destination location. But
yeah, I mean, I agree. The fact that there's multiple, like, infinite realities and people just choose Hogwarts, like, I'm not hating, but, like, our reality is so weird. We have infinite realities and everyone just seems to shift to Hogwarts.
obviously, it's not just Hogwarts. Any fictional universe is fair game. You could go to the Hunger Games or Lord of the Rings. I'm not sure why, though. A lot of bad things happen there. And since all logic is thrown out the window, cartoon and anime realities are shiftable destinations. Because if Schrodinger's cat taught us anything, it's that there are some universes that are just 24 drawings a second. So because there are allegedly infinite realities, people will write down what they want their desired reality to be, and this is called a script. It's funny,
Yeah.
normally scripts are made to tell fictional stories, but these people think that what they write down will be 100% real. And
Scripts also have been used in manifesting for centuries. Like, if he had done any research, he would have seen that script isn't only for, like, theater or cinema. A script is also something that has been used in manifesting. So, like, Hogwarts is so overhyped. I'm shifting there, but, like, please be creative. So true. I'm shifting there, but, like, the other places, I agree. Like, I have I think I'm gonna shift after I finish the Harry Potter series there. But like, it's so weird that it's the number one reality that we shift to. Plus, shifting is in our religion practice. Pretty sure, but Buddhism is one of them. I hope I pronounced that right. Yeah, I agree. Like, shifting is basically a belief system. Like, I don't see him making videos on why Christianity is not real or why Islam is not real. He just jumps on what's trending, that's true.
You can make a script of whatever you want. You can say, I want to shift to Hogwarts and be in a relationship with Draco Malfoy. I mean, not me, this is just an example. Now listen, you're a smart kid, okay? Hopefully, I don't have to explain to you that that's not how life works. If you believe you can hop into different realities, then that's great, and I see no problem with it. Is what I would say in a different reality, but in this reality, I have a lot of questions.
Okay.
If you can shift your consciousness into a different version of you, what happens to the alternate reality you's consciousness? You're just taking over someone else's body.
Okay,
This
that-
other
it's
you
not
had a
how it
life and a
works.
family, unless you're going to a YA fantasy novel, and you just took over their whole body. What if there's a you in an alternate reality that's like, I want to live in a reality where there's a pandemic and I'm sadder? And then they shifted here. What happens to your consciousness? You don't trade. The reality shifting community says that when you shift, you leave behind a clone of yourself. Obviously. So when you shift, there's someone's consciousness unaccounted for.
Well, you don't shift your consciousness. That's what the people don't really get. You shift your awareness. And this is a really hard concept to even like explain, especially because English is not my first language. But basically, you have like multiple consciousnesses. You have like infinity times consciousnesses. Um, and you're aware of this reality, but at any point given in time, you can shift your awareness somewhere else, like in a different place. So, well, I hope that explains it, that it's not someone's souls you're eradicating off the face of the earth when you're shifting. You're actually just shifting your awareness. It's like when I shift my awareness from the cup of tea I have on my desk to the laptop screen, nothing happens to the cup of tea, like the cup of tea is still there. It's still living its best life. Okay, it's bad he didn't research, but he probably got the small amount of info that he get from 2020 Shift Talk. I feel bad for all of the people who watched this and thought that he was right. I mean, he didn't even research. Yeah, I agree. Like, 2020 Shift Talk was something else, and I wish he would have contacted a shifter that would have explained this to him and not like some kind of shift talker that just posted entertainment videos, but someone that actually like read into this, possibly not a teenage girl but maybe an adult that has read the books on shifting, that has been in this topic for a little while, and not just went on Shift Talk and saw a TikTok from a 13-year-old girl that explains shifting method and said, yeah, well, this is the info I'm getting, guys. This video was made in 2021, so it's more than likely he got info from 2020 Shift Talk. Yeah. Me texting in chat, but I could probably not texting in another reality, or in another reality I could have just chosen to not watch it. In another reality, you're me talking to the chat. Kind of off topic, but I went to school talent show that my sister was in, and some kid was performing the Odds Want Out song. No hate to the kid, but the song was so cringe. Yeah, because, I'm not really into animation YouTubers, but they just, most of the times, they just hop on trends, because that's how YouTube works these days.
What about the realities where one of you had waffles for breakfast and the other had pancakes? Both of these yous are pretty much the exact same. So then both of you will want to reality shift to the exact same Harry Potter reality. Do you have to share a body with the other yous that have shifted to the same reality? Are you telling me that Voldemort and any fictional villain is real? How come half of us didn't get turned to dust when Thanos snapped? If anyone can reality shift, are you telling me there's a chance that Voldemort could download TikTok and reality shift here? If you go to Hogwarts, you're leading Voldemort right to us. How can there be a reality where magic is real? Sure, I don't know how parallel universes work, but they're parallel. So the laws of physics should still be the same, right?
But James,
No.
I know that reality shifting makes no sense and is impossible, but then why do so many people claim to have shifted?
Because they're dreaming. It happens when you fall asleep, and if you fill your subconscious with things from your desired reality, would you be surprised that you had a dream about Hogwarts? Something about this trend doesn't sit right with me.
Bro. People be dreaming for like 50 years. And what about the shifters that like used to lucid dream before? Like, like listen, I get the people that say that this is like some kind of paranoia or lucid dreaming, but saying that it's just dreaming is insane to me. Like how, like everyone dreams, everyone knows how a dream is like, and what the people say is not is not what shifters explain that shifting is. Sorry. Anyway, yes, he should have contacted someone, then he would have gotten good information instead of picking and choosing bad info. I agree. It's like wanting to research on Christianity and instead of contacting a pastor, contacting some 13-year-old girl that posts silly TikToks about loving God. Like,
A lot of the reality shifting TikToks were done by kids. And kids, as you know, can get really obsessed in the fandom and do some cringy stuff. If these kids were making fan fiction and writing themselves on a date with Bakugo, that would be totally fine. Healthy even. Heck, even if these kids flat out said, I love Harry Potter so much that I want to manipulate my dreams to be about him, that would be fine too. But something about actually believing that you're astral projecting into a fictional universe, I don't know, that level of obsession just feels unhealthy, my guy. And also back off Bakugo.
says the guy that is so obsessed about shifting that he made a whole video why it's not real. Like, come on. Come on.
He's mine. The problem with reality shifting and actually conspiracy theories as a whole is that they pretend to be based on factual evidence when they're entirely a pseudoscience.
Nobody says that it's based off of science. Well, maybe the CIA documents, obviously, but they're about a different thing. They're not actually about shifting. They're about, I think it's going through walls, and like, yeah, and things like that. I've read the document a long time ago, so I don't want to lie. But it's related to shifting, but it's not actually about shifting. So people saying that this is proof that the CIA believes shifting is real. Like, I don't know what to say to you. Obviously, it's a pseudoscience, as well as Christianity is, or Islam is, as well as any other religion in the world. Like,
You start off with a scientific idea, multiple realities, and then you make up whatever you want and use what the scientists have said about multiple realities as proof. Even though no scientist has said anything about being able to move your consciousness outside of your body, or that you leave a clone of yourself behind when you reality shift, or that cartoon universes exist. I've seen people.
I'm sorry, but what does he think the scientists that believe in multiple realities would say? That, yeah, multiple realities exist, but not every reality that is possible. You know, a reality where Hogwarts is real doesn't exist, but a reality where I am a female actually does exist. Like, do you think they would be cherry picking the realities that would be real? Like, the logic doesn't make sense to me.
People in videos say that they've done research on reality shifting, but I feel confident in saying you didn't get a degree in quantum physics. I want you to cite your sources and show me the studies, because research isn't just believing what other.
They do show the studies. I mean, they do show the CIA documents. They show what the books say written about shifting realities. Obviously, it's not going to be proof, but it's going to show you more, I'd say more, it's going to open up your view about why it could be real. Obviously, you can't really know if it's real. We don't know if ghosts are real. We don't know if God is real. Those are just ideas that we have and that we believe in. And as long as they don't harm anyone, I don't see the point of hating them. Like, and shifting obviously can harm, like I said in my controversial shifting video, a controversial shifting takes video, but it's not as harmful to the point where someone can totally, let's say, lose their life to shifting or can feel bad. Like the harm that it can cause is very minor, can I say? Yeah. So I don't think we should be criticizing the whole shifting concept because some people just don't know how to use it. Exactly, we're not dreaming. We can tell what dreaming is compared to shifting. It's completely different. Right, also, astral projection is real as hell. Astral projection is in forms of witchcraft and stuff. So James is making no sense. Religion is entirely on faith, so it could be real or it could be not real. Nobody knows. Yeah, I agree. He really just watched one TikTok made by a 13-year-old and went, okay, this is what shifting is. Let me rant about how it's not real. I agree. Like, it's not a pick and choose things. James is so obsessed with us that he had to make an 8-minute long video about us, exactly. And remember that making animation videos is like long as hell. Like, you have to draw this stuff and animated it, so.
People said on TikTok. These TikToks get impressionable kids to believe in reality shifting in pretty manipulative ways, saying that if you didn't shift, it's because you didn't believe hard enough. When you get these doubts and say, oh, I can't shift, I don't even know if it's real anymore at this point, try and ask yourself after, but what if it's real? What if I can shift? You want to find out, do you? I get it. Harry Potter is a cool world. That's why they made a whole theme park about it. Who wouldn't want to drop out of a muggle public school and live in a castle with a bunch of soft British boys? And also magic or whatever. But you need to be mindful about where you're getting your information. I've watched hours of flat earthers and
You need to be mindful about where you're getting your information, and you got your information from TikTok. This guy is so egoist and so narcissistic. I mean, I haven't watched his other videos, in this video particularly.
anti-vaxxers talk about their beliefs, and these people get their information from non-credible sources, and they end up
Oh, but TikTok is a credible source. Or Wattpad, like you shown.
pushing more fake information online, and it creates this echo chamber that warps their worldview. I don't want kids watching these TikToks or going on Amino and essentially get lied to and think this is how the world works. I'm hoping that
Bruh.
all of these people will look back at themselves in 10 years and go, yeesh, I can't believe I was so obsessed about a thing. I literally tried to astral project myself across the multiverse. Right, Bakugo? I know that this reality can suck sometimes, and right now it's looking pretty bad. But like it or not, this is the one reality we get. A lot of
Such a
things may
sad
be out of your
worldview.
control, but according to theoretical physics, we make a lot of choices, and all our choices lead us down different paths. So what you need to do is not give up on this reality for a literal fictitious one, but instead to make choices that will make this current reality your desired reality. Thank you all for coming to my TED Talk.
Well, I think I've said enough. Like, this video was dumb. This video was dumb. I don't know what to say. I wish people that trend hop would actually do research about the things they're talking about. And yeah, at least be respectful to the people that do believe in it. And oh yeah, and I think I've said it. It's pretty narcissistic to talk about one belief system because it's trending, and saying that that's because I care about the kids that get lied to, and then not make a video about Christianity. He knows that if he does, then he will lose subscribers, he will lose views, he will get cancelled. But hating on how many believers in the world we have in shifting, like I'd say a maximum of 1 million. Like, hating on such a minority is fine, you know, because he won't lose views from it, and he will gain views because it's trending. So he would never be able to make a video like this about any other type of faith. Exactly, yeah. Nobody manipulates anyone. Like what? Also him. I watch videos about flat earthers for hours, but sees one reality shifting video and he rants for 8 minutes about how it's not real. I agree, yeah. And now, we have a video from Nick is Not Green. By the way, all these videos are made pretty much a few years ago. I wanted to find the video that was made with me in it, but I can't seem to find it. Actually, I'll turn on the video, and while he makes his intro, I'll try to find it. Yeah. Okay, let's start.
This year, Harry Potter fans have popularized reality shifting in order to go to Hogwarts and have sex with Draco Malfoy. Hey, Happy New Year. I first heard about this topic on Curtis Connor's podcast, and then he got attacked by the shifting community, so that seems very fun. In this video, I think I just want to understand more where these people are coming from, investigate some of
You
the
don't.
claims they say, and then of course, you know, like, dive into the culture myself, maybe. So before I dive into all the fun TikTok craziness, I want to talk about what reality shifting is at its core. And I tried to find the most detailed and reputable source I could to find that detached from anything that has to do with Harry Potter. Now, this ability or practice or whatever is called reality shift manifestation, or RSM. A reality shift happens when our brain is able to access the core matrix program that runs our virtual reality world. That's a lot of big words, so let me just the core matrix is like a hard drive where versions of our timeline are stored, and then the person will use their brain and soul to interconnect to a coexisting timeline where their desires exist, I guess. It's like that Fairly Odd Parents special where Timmy gets that like TV remote and he's going between all the different TV
Okay,
channels.
wow.
People make this happen with different forms of meditation, lucid dreaming, and rituals. So that's like the basis of what we're working off of here, and that's the best source I could find for the origin of this. Oh yeah, and just so you know where I got my source from, the writer of this paper is called Starfire Tour, and then this is what their website looks like. So I'm not saying that this does.
I mean, you have books, you know, but I mean, I wouldn't want to research such a concept. To go and read books about the concept too, I guess. No, I'm just kidding. If I was making a video about a belief system, I would probably read the books, you know? Like, I would probably not go and search up on Google shifting. I would actually go and read the shifting books. But, you know, like, that's just me, you know? That's just me.
Doesn't make them a trustworthy source, but you can, you know, jump to your own conclusions of how reputable you can call this paper. This is when things are going to start to get a little more fun. So over the past couple of months, Harry Potter fans have adopted reality shifting, or they just call it shifting, and they've made it very, very popular. And by very, very popular, I mean like millions and millions of kids attempting to go to Hogwarts so they can fulfill their deepest desires. And when you initially dive into shifting on TikTok, they dumb it down a lot more than what I just explained at the beginning of this
Yeah,
video.
they do.
So why don't we just start and dive into some of these TikToks that explain different methods and how this whole thing works. I'm curious, does anyone want to learn about shifting? If you don't know, shifting is going to another reality by meditating, sleeping, etc. You can shift anytime. You can even go to a universe where your favorite anime characters are real. It is not dreaming. So that seems pretty simple. And then what they show you are dozens of methods, which are basically the way you can set up and begin to shift. The most popular one I found is this one called the Raven method. You have to lay down on your back and lay in a starfish position. You can
Wait a second. Oh, okay.
listen to relaxing subliminal, slowly count to 100 and think about your DR, desired reality. Oh, and you have to be half asleep. After you count to 100, visualize a scene from your DR and then go to bed, and you should wake up there. Seems pretty simple. When I first watched this, I immediately thought that the tingles on your body and being half asleep, it sounds a lot like sleep paralysis, and it sounds a lot like lucid dreaming, but they're very serious about.
Oh my god, I have been hesitating to watch this video for years. Well, I've done the watch for you. Yeah, because I was supposed to make a video about debunking anti-shifting videos, but I got too lazy, so I'm just making a live. It sucks being such adorable, seeing such adorable people who could be friendly and supportive, but then they're anti-shifters. Butterscript, everyone in this video is a shifter in my reality. it's interesting how people differentiate behind sources. He's using a source from actual shifters, while James only saw one video. Yeah, I gotta say, this guy has done more research than the 20 million YouTuber. And by the way, he has 500,000 subscribers, so, I mean, good for him, you know? Like, at least you got the source from a shifter and not like some random ass TikTok from a 13-year-old girl, you know?
About the fact that it's not lucid dreaming and it's not sleep paralysis and you're
Yeah, it's
not
not.
just having dreams. Here's a
Mhm.
method called the heartbeat method. Basically, it says you got to go on YouTube, you find a video of someone's heartbeat, then you put it under your pillow for it to sound like you're sleeping on someone's chest, and then you
Guys, I think I found the video I was talking about. Wait, I hope it's not deleted. It's called A Very Deep Dive into Reality Shifting. Okay. Yes, I found it. I'm in this video. And this video is actually good. Like, I gotta say, the girl that made this, I gotta give credits to her. Like, she actually done her research. Okay,
Imagine
let's
you're
continue.
sleeping-
We're not gonna spoiler ourselves, alright? We're gonna watch all the videos, okay? One by one.
on someone from your desired reality's chest, and then when the video stops, imagine that person leading you to a door. When they open the door, imagine a bright white light. You should feel symptoms twitching on. It sounds like they're dying or having like a stroke in their sleep or something. So that's the method side of things, and then you also have something called scripting, which is basically like writing down what you want to happen in your desired reality before you go into it. Me telling my mom I'm going to sleep when I'm actually scripting to go to my dream reality. So it looks like she wrote a whole essay in MLA format with pictures and everything about where she wants to go. Now, no judge yet. You know, we'll get into this later. But off the bat, it sounds like you're thinking of the same thing over and over again. So subconsciously, you have a dream about those things. But hey, I'm no expert. So here's the first.
Okay, we'll see what his opinion later is. Maybe he's talking about lucid dreaming, you know? I'm just hoping he's not saying that it's dreaming, because that would be dumb, like completely.
First one I saw when I saw it on Curtis's podcast.
This video has popped up on my For You page multiple times, and I was so afraid to click on it. Yeah, guys, to be honest, my advice is to not watch these videos. Like, they're just gonna demotivate you, and especially if you have not shifted, like I did, like you don't do this for a living, like this is just a hobby to you, then yeah, definitely don't watch these videos. I'm just watching them now, like, to share my opinion, you know. But yeah, if you're like just do it for a hobby, especially if you haven't shifted yet, then just don't watch these videos, because you're just gonna get demotivated even if you know that what they're saying is false. Is shifting as the same as astral projection? No, but definitely a lot of shifters are also astral project, like have also astral projected, because as for astral projection, you're just kind of traveling within the reality you're in. So, you know, they maybe go to someone's house, they maybe go to like a different planet, but it's still within the same reality. And as for shifting realities, you go to a different reality. So,
It's 4 a.m. I just woke up from a shift of 8 months at Hogwarts. I want to go back. Let me leave. I love that little goofy stick out of the tongue, and then she starts sobbing. She's like,
okay, you know, I think this girl is like, I don't know. I think I've seen her. She made questionable videos, but we'll see. I don't want to hate on her. Like, it's if she's real, then you know, just laughing at someone who's crying. Like, different people have different forms of, you know, how would you call it, of coping. Yeah, so some people actually laugh it off, you know, like make memes.
another one that I love, and I thought it was satire making fun of it because it's the same song and same layout. But I looked at his account and I read the comments, and I don't know. It's currently 9 a.m. and I just woke up from a full 5 months at Hogwarts. Take me back home. I hate it here. And that's all fine and good. A couple of teenagers maybe being a little a little over exaggerated on the internet.
I
but
used the raving man.
Hogwarts is real. We just gotta find.
That's a bit funny. Not the raving method. Loki gonna shift tonight to be okay, I'm not gonna read that. Just purely out of spite to these anti-shifters. Yes, girl, let's go.
Find it. I don't care what nobody says. What if Hogwarts is real and we were all just muggles? I believe there are alternative universes where we're superheroes, villains, wizards, etc. Except here on Earth, it's a story. I shifted accidentally last night, just for a bit, and Draco told me, Hogwarts is real. You just gotta find it. Is that a sign? No, it's not a sign. I'm really anxious to shift because apparently a clone takes over your real life. And yep, this girl is 15 years old. How y'all think J.K. Rowling came up with this? She shifted reality.
Nah, just, when you're such a big YouTuber, just going on to someone's account and like stalking them. Okay, not stalking them, but basically searching info about them. It's pretty messed up,
As an accident and wound up in that
Czy będzie zapis? Będzie. Like always, there will be.
one and wrote about her experience. Yep. J.K. Rowling met a girl from the UK named Cho Chang, and she decided to come back to Earth and write about it. Did this actually happen? Because I'm looking it up and the internet says nothing about her shifting realities. But hey, we're just scratching the surface because I haven't even gotten into the good stuff yet. I'm just dipping your little toes in so we can get in even more than we already have. So a big trend on Harry Potter.
For now, the video is just making fun of kids. Like, you're just making fun of kids. Like, there's nothing educational about this. And he started off his video with, I just want to dive into shifting. And right now, he's just hating on kids, on teenagers that have just gotten into this concept. Like, hello, Fane.
Talk, as they call it, is to tell your stories about what happens when you shift, who you meet, the conversations you have. There's this one girl on TikTok whose name is Rebecca Lestrange, and she makes all these TikToks about her experiences in Hogwarts dating Draco Malfoy. I don't really know the Harry Potter timeline. I didn't even read the books or watch the movies. But aren't
Me
the
too.
kids all, like, minors when they're in school? This girl
He trying to find the easy ones to bully. I agree. Like, those people are not shifters. There's all people that are just getting into shifting. Like, what?
is like 19 years old.
They just having
don't know,
fun.
maybe
I
it's weird,
agree.
just like, sexualizing a kid that was like 11 when you first saw him in the movies. But that's
Bruh.
what it was like to date Draco when I shifted. Part 3.
What on earth are you singing? It's this really popular Muggle song. It's called
It's a Muggle song.
What are you doing with your quill and parchment while brewing a potion? Care to explain what?
You know what vibes this is giving me? There was this one. There was this one TikTok about one professor doing the WAP, or I think it was Hermione doing the WAP. And this is giving me vibes of that.
What is?
Okay, let's just stop that right there.
I haven't tried shifting yet, but to be honest, I really want to try again. But every time I get so motivated, I agree. Like, I agree. Same. Like, lately, I've been trying to getting into shifting again after having like a break of 1 year because I make shifting content. Maybe I should try shifting. And I actually tried it yesterday, and you know how when you change your thoughts while you're manifesting or shifting, they kind of come out, like the negative thoughts have to come out, and I got the biggest nightmare ever about my pet dying. This is not to scare you. I'm just saying that this is actually a good sign. Because the negative thoughts have gotten out of my mind, and I have place for new beliefs now. So yeah, I'm definitely hopeful about shifting back somewhere. I don't know where yet, but Hermione's name is pronounced Hermione. Oh, I'm so sorry. I haven't watched Harry Potter. I have just read one book, and it was in Ukrainian. So I'm sorry. I have tried shifting so many times for the last year, but I got unmotivated, stopped doing it, and want to do it again. Yeah, same, same. Actually, do y'all mind if I rant about a shifting attempt? Yeah, sure. Like, I'll read your message when he finishes his sentence.
Sounds a little crazy, right? You know? And then you look at the comments and it's all people being like, when I shift, I'm shifting to a modern Hogwarts. So my plan is to just give Draco one of my AirPods and Blair WAP while staring at him. Not Snape reading the WAP lyrics. When I shift, I'm brining all of Gen Z energy and Hogwarts is gonna be shook. Snape probably thought about Lillywolf.
Bro, why is he making fun of people just having fun? Like, that's so mean. Like, this is why. What is this video? I tried a guided meditations yesterday, but it wasn't for me, so I might try something else. You can try my guided meditation. You know, I'm not advertising, but one person has shifted from it. That's I do know because they commented under my video, but probably more shifted. They just haven't commented, so.
Reading that.
Actually, I don't know. The guided meditation is a bit old. Actually, do you want another guided meditation from me? Like, I can make one because I don't have any ideas for videos. I mean, one video is gonna come out today or tomorrow. I'm not sure yet. But after that, I have no ideas for videos. So if you have anything you would want me to record about, then definitely write right now.
You did not. I did this but with the twins and they sing it all the time. It's the best. I am dissolved. Dating Draco Malfoy 101.
Yo, did you bring the goods?
Yeah, I did. This thing's heavy. You got everything. Chocolate frogs, acid pops, sugar quills. Hold on. Yeah, the only thing is that they were kind of out of jelly slugs. I only got one packet.
So it's like they write these like sitcom episodes and then show it on TikTok as if they experience this in like a different reality, and everyone just eats this stuff up. He's so
Guys, should I make a video like here it reacting to Christian memes as an atheist? Like, this is what this video is. Reacting to shifting videos as an anti-shifter. Reacting to Christian videos as an anti-shifter. Not videos, memes. Those are memes. Like, those are not serious. So basically, I was trying to shift and had a dream of my desired reality. I could tell it wasn't my desired reality, but it was based on it, and that motivated me. Yeah, well, basically, dreams are, like anti-shifters say when you feed your subconsciousness with an idea, then you will dream about it. So if you do dream about your desired reality, that means the idea has gotten into your subconscious mind. So that's actually a good sign, you know, that you're close to shifting. Because it means that you have planted the seed for the belief to work, you know?
dramatic. And she still gets like over 100,000 likes on most of these. Here's a little Q&A. Can you talk about what your summer is like in Hogwarts?
Let's talk about vacation in the wizarding world. So, as you guys know, when I shifted the first time, I stayed there for 3 whole years.
No, it's not crazy. The first time you shifted, you're gone for 3 years.
Then what did you do during summer vacation or during Christmas vacation? Very simple. I either went home because I have a family.
It's very simple, guys. Guys, come on. It doesn't get more complicated. Let's
We did stay at Hogwarts
That's a bit
once,
funny.
And by we, I mean the twins, Ron, Hermione, and Harry, Draco, and I, of course.
the regulars.
Hi, Caroline.
Magical. But if you gave me the choice, I would prefer to go home for the holidays. Being at Hogwarts is amazing, but when you're there to study and to actually, live the student life, it's good to have a break sometimes.
Dude, why are we treating this like she's giving a TED talk?
This
Like she went
dude
off to,
clearly
like,
doesn't know
camp
what
out-
time ratios are. Yeah, I agree. Wait, I haven't skipped any videos, have I? Imagine if on April next year you make a joke, anti-shifting video. That'd be the funniest thing I have seen. Yeah, well, this is a good idea, actually. I might write that down.
Start the cut.
And since that dreams, I have most of my senses in my dreams. I can taste things and feel things, for better or for worse. Wow, that's really vivid dreams.
Why did I say it like that? To study the penguins. I mean, what are we doing? 3 years is a lot of time. How did you feel when you woke up in your CR, which is your, what is it? What's CR?
Current reality.
Wattpad.
What does your video sound like? Go to Artlist.
Guys, I don't have YouTube Premium, please. Please forgive me.
Dude, all of this is on Wattpad. You understand? This stuff isn't on scholar.google.com. It's on Wattpad. It's where the research behind this stuff is. It's on a fan fiction website. Current reality, okay? Now let's just have some fun and look at some other videos about shifting. Here's one that says, me to this entire app if I ever find out y'all are lying about shifting. If you go to the comments, it's a real whirlwind of fun. I promise it's not a joke or anything. People have done it for years. It's a wide belief in spirituality. You know the wide belief in
It is.
spirituality to go to Hogwarts and meet all of your favorite
Bruh.
characters? It's been happening for centuries. Shifting is 100% real, and as someone who has shifted and makes shifting videos, I agree that there's a lot of weird claims from people on this app. But not from me. Well, let's just find out. Let's go into this person's account and see. Well, guys, my lifelong dream of getting kidnapped has just been fulfilled. I agree there's a lot of
Okay, that's a bit crazy. That's a bit crazy.
weird claims from people on this app.
I got kidnapped, though. You can take it seriously. I got kidnapped.
For anyone that needs it, you can shift. You are going to shift. Shifting is easy. Shifting is real. Shifting is not lucid dreaming. Shifting is 100% real, and anyone can do it truly.
A classic anti-shifter pulling the Hogwarts card. Yeah.
But as someone who does shift, I can understand how people can have doubts as well. I promise it's not a joke, sad face. I love this. But it is? How can you be shifting to A, a universe that is fictional, and B, is in the past and yet has never ever changed? And then they just respond and go, it is possible. But how when it's a fictional universe? You just can. The mind is a crazy thing if you actually put some faith in it. Yeah, that's what we're missing here, is I don't put enough faith in this old cranium.
This is giving me the vibe of debaters going and debating only college kids. Like,
Mine, this old steel trap. Not enough faith in there. Say what you want about the K-pop community and how crazy they are, but they are not as crazy as the Harry Potter community, because at least they're not going to some alternate dimension and saying,
I'ma hold your hand when I say this. There are actually a lot of K-pop stans that do go and shift.
oh, I just went to South Korea and met Jungkook.
Okay, this is gonna be the video about how I shifted realities to meet Bangchan. I'm gonna make a part 2 about my
No, never mind, never mind, they are doing it. You may be thinking it's just like all these big Harry Potter influencers that are doing this, and that's why there's like so many likes or whatever, and it's not like actually this widespread thing like I'm saying with millions of people. The hashtag for shifting has 1.6 billion
Damn,
views, and
that's a
almost
lot.
every single one I see is a different person doing a different thing, talking about something that has to do with shifting, almost always about Harry Potter. And every single one is filled with comments of kids who also want to shift. And also, the majority of these kids are all minors, and if they're not, they're kids who are above 18 telling all this stuff to kids who are minors, who are eating it up.
and?
So let me just be transparent if you don't already get my opinion on this. I have it written down here somewhere. Oh yeah, I think it's bad. You can call me dramatic or paranoid or whatever
Okay.
you want, but I don't think it's great for millions of kids to believe we live in like this unstable and like fabricated reality where you can just
Again, I don't think he has made videos on Christianity or Islam, so that's a bit narcissistic.
shift to like fictional places for months and even years. Here's a video with 5.3 million views that was a result of shifting.
I just got mine. Okay, hear me out. So you know how everybody's talking about reality shifting and going to another universe? We can do that to their universe. What if somebody did that to us? And you're just created in someone's mind. Like this image of
Bruh.
you is created in someone else's mind. Maybe that's why that theory about multiple universes and multiple versions of you is because there are multiple versions of you created by other people. Like what if I only exist in someone's mind? Because thinking about it, this room is not physical. Like I'm not inside this room. This room is inside me because I'm a brain. And that image of the room gets reflected onto like my head, so the room is in me.
So yeah, that is 5 million views, 1.5.
Well, I mean, she definitely tried. She definitely tried, okay? We are a K-pop shifter, so that's funny. Unstable, that's an understatement for our CR. Our CR is so like going up in flames. Why would someone not want to leave? Something funny for me is that I'm shifting to the. I'm not reading that. I gotta study the fandoms of shifting. Like I can't read any name of other realities. Like from Harry Potter, but some of the Marauders fans